Good morning, dear children. A warm welcome to the new academic year. I know you all are sad as you cannot come to school. Let's hope that we can overcome this pandemic soon and come face to face in the classroom. First of all, let me welcome all of you to the 3rd standard English class. We are going to start with the literature lesson, Toy Horse. I hope you all have got this worksheet. We are going to start with worksheet number 3. Before we start, a word about the lesson. Children, God has showered a lot of blessings on us. We have good home, parents, siblings, teachers, and a lot of many other things and facilities. But often we are not happy with what we have. We go on complaining about the things that we don't have. Of course, that's human nature. But in such situations, we should think about children who don't even have such facilities. Most of you are watching on the laptop, mobile, or any other device. But there are many children who don't have such facilities. If you open the news channel these days, we can see how children are struggling for learning. Now coming to the first lesson, Toy Horse. It is the story of a poor girl named Rami and her family. The parents of Rami are struggling very hard to meet both ends. They don't have a house to live and a family, and they live in a cart by the roadside. Rami's father was a blacksmith and mother used to make colorful toys. Let's go to the lesson. Please, all of you take the literature lesson, Toy Horse, page number 3. Children, when I am reading, you have to go through the worksheet and underline the words which I tell you, so that you can learn the spellings of those words. So, shall we start? Okay. Rami was a poor girl. She lived in a cart by the roadside. The cart was made of metal. It had pretty patterns drawn on it. Summer or winter, rain or snow, Rami and her parents lived there. So Rami, of course I told you, she was a very poor girl and she lived in a cart by the roadside. They don't have a house to live as we have, and it was made of metal. You might have seen the hawkers going in a cart, moving the things from one place to another, selling things. So like that here, Rami also is living in that small cart, and that too made of a metal. And they were very creative that it had many patterns drawn on it. So many patterns were drawn on the cart, and whether it is summer, winter, snow or rainy season, whatever it is, Rami and her parents lived there. They didn't have any other option to go to live or do anything else, as they were very poor. Okay, so you can underline the word patterns. Second line, pretty patterns. Please underline patterns. Now, you know, Rami's father was a blacksmith. Who's a blacksmith? Blacksmith is a person who works with iron, metals. Okay, so Rami's father made hammers and tongs. You can mark hammers, underline, please underline hammers and tongs, and all sort of things out of iron to sell. Her mother made toy horses. She made them out of colorful pieces of fabric. Please underline colorful. Fabric also you can underline. She decorated them with mirrors and beautiful laces. Please underline mirrors, beautiful laces. When they were ready, she set them out in a row by the roadside. People who passed by saw the horses. Many bought them to decorate their homes and for their children to play. So, Rami's father was a blacksmith. So, he used to make things like hammer, tongs, all those things and sell it in the roadside itself. And meanwhile, mother was not simply sitting idle, she was also working. She used to make toy horses, and that too out of the cut pieces of the fabrics that are available. Colorful fabrics she used to take, colorful fabrics, okay. And she decorated them with mirrors and beautiful laces. So, after making the toy horses, she used to decorate it with beautiful laces and mirror work, and all those things were made. When they were ready, she set them out in a row by the road. So, after finishing, wherever they are living, the cart can be moved from one place to another. So, wherever they are, they used to keep, put a cloth on the roadside and used to display the toy horses, so that the people, those who are passing by, they can come and buy the toy horses. People who passed by saw the horses. Many of them bought them to decorate their homes and for their children to play. So, the people who were passing through the road, when they see the beautiful patterns, when they see the beautiful horses, they halted and they bought the horses. And many bought them to decorate their homes and for their children to play. And you know, Rami, she loved the toy horses. They had bright eyes and neat pointed ears. They even had beautiful saddles on their back. How she longed to play with them. So, Rami loved the toy horses, and they had bright eyes and neat pointed ears. So, the toy horses were very beautiful. They even had beautiful saddles on their back. You know what is a saddle? Saddles are the seat to sit on a horse. We have saddles where to sit on a horse, we used to put a saddle and then sit on the horse. How she longed to play with them. She loved to play with these toy horses made by her mother. But the sad part was, her mother never let her touch the toy horses. They are not for playing, she said. If you play with them, they will get dirty. And if they are dirty, I cannot sell them. If I don't sell them, there will be no enough money. Then how will we buy flour and vegetables? So even though the toy horses were very beautiful, and Rami loved it, loved to play with one, at least one toy horse. If she got, she was very happy. And whenever she went to take it, you know, small children, they are very curious to touch the toys and play with it. They imagine a lot and play with with the toys a lot. You all know it very well. So Rami wanted to touch the horse and she wanted to play with it. So whenever she went to touch it, her mother never allowed her to touch the toy horse. Well, she used to tell her that they are not for playing, she said, and if you play with them, it will get dirty. No, if children are playing with it, of course it will get dirty. And if it is dirty, I cannot sell it. Will you buy a dirty hose, a toy hose which is very dirty, or anything which is dirty? No, no. So like that, her mother told that if you play with these toy hoses, we cannot, people will not come to buy it. So I cannot sell it. And if I don't sell, you know what is going to happen? We will not have enough money. And then how will we buy flour and vegetables. Please underline flour and vegetables. F-L-O-U-R, flour. What is the meaning of flour? Rice powder or the grains powdered which is used for making food. Wheat flour is the, rice flour is the, okay. So, they cannot buy the flour for making food, and also they cannot buy vegetables too. Remy felt sad. She did not have toys. She only had an old rag doll and a wooden top. Please underline rag and wooden. She really wanted to play with the toy horses. So Remy felt so sad. She did not have any toys. She only had an old rag doll and a wooden top. So of course the parents cannot buy anything for them. They didn't have anything to buy. I mean, buy a new doll or any toys or any other items. So they really wanted, but Remy wanted to play with the toy horses. Okay children, we will stop with till here. I want you all to go through this lesson. All of you should read till here, and the marked words, the words which are underlined, please study the spellings, and if you have any doubt you can ask. Thank you.